Hi guys, I'm Carolyn and I'm on staff here at Kenmore Alliance Church. So I am glad to be with you today just to share something that God has spoken to my heart. And I'm going to share with you a verse from the book of James. I was challenged as a teenager to memorize this entire book in order to get a free Bible. So it was a cool opportunity for me as a teenager, but the book of James has stuck out as one of my favorite books still to this day. So I wanted to share with you James chapter 1, verses 2 to 4. And it says, "Dear brothers and sisters, when troubles of any kind come your way, consider it an opportunity for great joy. For you know that when your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow. So let it grow. For when your endurance is fully developed, you'll be perfect and complete, needing nothing." So it makes me think in that first sentence, when troubles of any kind come your way, consider it an opportunity for joy. I think in the NIV it says, consider it pure joy when you face trials. And I think that's a harder one to understand. But when I look at this and I hear it's an opportunity for joy, it makes me think that no matter what the trial is that I'm facing, it's my choice. It's an opportunity that I have to choose joy or not to choose joy. So when I look at that, it makes me consider that the salvation that I'm given is far stronger than whatever trial I'm sitting in at that moment. And what am I going to choose? Am I going to take advantage of this opportunity, or am I going to let it crush me? And I like to run and I like to exercise. So the Bible often compares life to a race, and it talks about endurance and finishing well and running a good race. And that's what I kind of see as this building of when your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow. And when we are under trial, our endurance is growing. And when you are exercising and you're doing things like that, you're building endurance, but you don't know that you've grown in your endurance until you test that. You run farther or faster or lift a heavier weight. And those are the things that you can delight in after the fact. So it's an opportunity for joy. Even though the extra effort was hard, I know that my training has paid off because I can do more now. And I think that's the same with our faith, is that when we are under a test, we can then see that our training and those continual times with God on a daily basis, or the connections with our D group and the conversations that we have with other people, those are opportunities for us to grow. And then when we're tested, we can see that all that training has paid off and our endurance is growing. And so then it goes on, it says, let it grow, for when your endurance is fully developed, you'll be perfect and complete, needing nothing. And I know when I was a kid, my parents would often say, if I said, oh, I really need this sweatshirt, I need these Legos, they would look at me and say, is it a want or is it a need? And I still remember that question, and I use it with my kids all the time. And I think it's an interesting thing because it says when our faith is fully developed, we'll need nothing. And it reminds me of Paul when he says, I've learned to be content. Whether I have a lot or if I have a little, I've learned the secret of contentment. And that's what faith is. It gives us the opportunity to need nothing because Jesus is enough. Even when our calendar is empty or our calendar is full, or our fridge is empty or full, or all those other things that we could be on either side of that spectrum at different points in our lives, we can be content and we can need nothing because we have Christ. And we have the joy of salvation. So let's be confident in that, and let's sit in all those things that we've learned during this trying time. And it's been a few months of potentially difficult circumstances for you or a family member. And hopefully we've grown in that, and we have developed this opportunity for joy that we can really see what is our faith doing, and share that joy of salvation with someone else. Because as our lives may soften a little bit, as opportunities open up for shopping and for events and for our calendar to fill up, let's not lose sight of the things that we've learned during this trial and the ways that we've seen God working and strengthening us and growing that endurance in our faith. So I leave you with that today. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend, and we look forward to seeing you on Sunday.